Hola todos! Hello everybody. Well, as you can see, I'm sat in my car. It's beautiful, not weather out there today. I do live in Spain. It looks more like I live in the UK. Anyway, I've just had to go and do an errand, which was interesting, and I've just got back and thought next time I did my Monday work update for you. So here I am. I believe that on the last one, I ended by saying that I was in a very boring job in reception and I had to leave for mental reasons. So I'm just going to, mental health reasons. So just recap on that. So yes, I was on a day release course to learn secretarial work, and I was in a reception of a business where nobody passed through. I answered the telephone, which rang probably 6 times a day, and I didn't see anybody. Nobody came through. The secretarial work was non-existent. So the only thing that was good about that job was the fact that I actually got to learn a few things. But I did have to go to night school, and I think I told you that before. I did have to go to night school to learn shorthand and typing and stuff like that. Anyway, I had to leave this job because I'm sure most of you are very aware that if you sit somewhere doing nothing, and I mean nothing, day in, day out for hours on end, it affects your mental health. I can't remember how old I was, 18, 19, and I left for health reasons. And I am a person who needs to be busy. Obviously, I realise that. And in order to occupy myself, I took a random, and I mean random, job in a factory, shoe factory, sticking insoles into shoes, which, whilst it was very, very, very busy and there were lots of people about, it was so boring, so boring. The high side was that I was high most of the time on the glue because there were no regulations then. Anyway, consequently, that didn't last very long. I did go for lots of interviews and my mental health did get better. So I ended up, after several interviews, I ended up in a car reception for the workshop. That sounds really boring, but actually it wasn't boring. Although I had a desk and I did invoices and secretarial stuff for the car reception, I also was able to deliver internal messages, so walk around the branch. It was a dealership, so it was quite a big branch, and I also got to learn quite a lot about cars, which was very interesting for me. And that lasted quite a long time. I'm trying to remember why I left. I can't remember why I left. Maybe just because I needed more money, or maybe it wasn't convenient, or maybe I moved house. I think that's probably what I did. I moved house, and traveling in and out of the city was not I can't remember exactly. Anyway, the next job was in a dust extraction company, a big multinational company doing exports. So everything that left and went abroad through customs on tankers, on trailers, on ships, wherever it went, aeroplanes, I produced the paperwork for it. So again, it was a very, very interesting job. The boring part of it, and I think there's a boring part to most jobs, but we have to get on with it. The boring part was that at that time, customs required, in, I would say, a good percentage of countries, but mainly Eastern, they needed 40 to 50 copies of all the customs documents. So that's all the copies of everything that was in the trailer. It was not conducive to not being bored. However, I got promoted there, and I ended up with a secretary myself, and she ended up doing all the paperwork. So that was happy days, happy days. I've just remembered I got married. That's what happened. I got married and I moved out of the town, that's right, into a house out of town, and I took a job near a home that I could walk to. That's right. How can you not remember these things? Anyway, I couldn't, and it's good for me to remember. Jog those goggles. So that's where I was in this dust extraction company, got promoted, learned a lot of telecommunications, found my best friend, did lots of things, and really enjoyed that company. So that's where I'm going to leave it today, because I actually need to think where I went from there and I can't remember. But as you can see, I have a very diverse knowledge of different jobs and different things, which is great for this world today. Right now, and the reason for me doing this story is I am massively involved with a network marketing company and property. I do them both. They're both ticking along nicely. And then I got introduced to digital marketing. And digital marketing is just the future. It takes us from having to create mailboxes with MailChimp and with all these different things to be able to just put a system on automation, to earn money, daily pay money. It's changing my life. It's developing my other companies, or it will do. I'm not quite there yet. I am making people happy because they're in 2 hours work a day, learning a step-by-step system that's bringing them 300, 600, 900 a day, depending on where they are in the program. And that's life-changing for people. I'm not somebody who wants to have 10 houses, wants to have a jet, wants to have a boat. I'm not that person. I just want to have a happy, healthy life. But what is very important, and I am sure that it's important to everybody in this world, is to be able to take your children on holiday, to be able to buy yourself the new phone you want, to be able to take a weekend off without, and this is the important thing, without checking the bank balance, because you know the bank balance is okay. And that is freedom. That's what I want, and I'm sure that's what a lot of others want. So if you want to join me on this journey, please, please, please put ready in the box below. And I'll speak to you soon. Bye.